Hey guys, the Offspring here. Do you love yourself? Because I sure don't. Now I know what you're about to say. Come on, don't put yourself down like that. Just accept who you are and you'll be more confident. If only it were that easy. If only you knew how hard I tried. If only you knew the sheer amount of insults I constantly throw at myself on a day-to-day basis. Now, I'm not trying to play the victim card here or anything. I'm just explaining my thoughts and emotions in the most honest way I can. And my crippling lack of self-esteem really is no joke. Despite my constant overwhelming fear of being judged by other people, I think that my biggest critic is really myself. I set these incredibly high standards for myself, and then when I fail to meet those standards to the slightest extent, I see myself as inadequate. But self-hatred is a concept that's largely stigmatized in modern society, as mental health is something that people place a lot of importance and emphasis on, and for good reason. But sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes it's not as easy as just getting over it. It's not always an issue of you just don't give yourself enough credit. And if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, it really doesn't make much sense. I mean, we're all part of the same species. We all have the same basic human rights, at least in this country. So why do some of us see ourselves as inherently inferior human beings and perceive our lives to be less valuable than other people's?
It just doesn't make sense, Skipper.
Well, I'm gonna let you know the answer to that. You see, the truth is that self-confidence and self-worth isn't always something you're born with or inherently possess. It's something you have to earn, whether it be through counseling, exercise, or yes, illegal substances. I hope that didn't set off any smoke in here. Don't worry, guys. It's just oregano. For me personally, I've struggled with self-esteem issues since I was about 14 or 15, and it's something that I've never been truly able to overcome. Maybe it's just the perfectionist in me, but I've never really seen myself as being truly good enough and always struggle to find things about myself that I actually admire. I'm not very smart, I'm not good looking. I can be funny, but half the time I overthink every social situation to the point where I end up just coming off as awkward. And people always tell me, come on bro, that's nonsense. I think you're funny, I think you're very smart. And while I do appreciate the sentiment and understand that they're just trying to make me feel better, what's the point of being loved by others if you don't love yourself? Oh my god, dude. But there's another side to the story. You see, the truth is that having low self-esteem isn't always a bad thing, and in some cases it can actually be beneficial. Because sometimes it just means that you need to improve yourself. Oh my fucking god, dude. In my case, I know a lot of people who have self-esteem issues similar to what I experience, but they never really do anything about it. Instead of bettering themselves and growing as people, they just learn to live with their flaws or tolerate their shortcomings. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. I understand that nobody's perfect and that no one will ever be perfect, but that doesn't mean there aren't things that you can't fix. Because after all, why settle for mediocrity or complacency when you can make yourself better? So if you're tired of looking like a skeleton, just start hitting the gym. If you're too shy to ask that girl out, just try coming out of your shell. I mean, hey, you never know what might happen. And this goes beyond the aspect of what other people think about you. Sometimes it's just good to improve yourself for yourself. So if you have a shitty personality, try acting a little bit nicer. It might pay off in the end. Because maybe the way you feel about yourself right now is just a sign that you need to change. Because in your heart, you know you can do better. I'm not telling people to stop being themselves or to become something they're not. I'm simply encouraging them to acknowledge their negative or unhealthy characteristics and to work to overcome them. If you aren't happy with your identity or your place in the world, then try to rebrand yourself. It's never too late. Unless you're like 85 or something, I don't know. If you have this idea that the world is against you, try to look at things from a different perspective and stop victimizing yourself. And most importantly, if you have a tendency to judge other people, try taking a look at yourself first. You'd be amazed by just how much you can do to improve yourself. But don't overindulge in self-validation if you haven't earned it. And don't take the people who care about you for granted. Because you know what happens when you develop too much self-confidence? Self-confidence that's undeserved? That's right. You're an asshole. God, what are they fucking doing out there? There's really a fine line when it comes to being insecure and being egotistical. You just have to find that happy middle. That's what being confident is. I call it the golden mean. Just know that low self-esteem isn't always a problem. It's only an issue when it hinders your ability to seek change or improvement, at which point it becomes toxic and you should probably speak to a professional about it. But if you wish to change yourself for the better, don't let people stop you from achieving that goal. Just because they tell you, I like you for who you are, doesn't prevent you from becoming a better human being. What the fuck is that noise? So if you want to get better looking, then just do it, ugly. Don't let other people stop you. They may tell you that you're beautiful enough already, but at the end of the day, if you're not happy, then something has to change. Damn, I feel like an asshole. I really hope I don't steer people the wrong way with this message. I just want people to be able to take control of their own lives. I want people to manage their own destiny and to be able to overcome problems that they thought were seemingly unsolvable. Not try to frame myself as the hero or anything. I just want to make the world a better place. Oh my god. Now, I'm not telling you to put yourself down or to set unrealistic goals, but if there's an aspect of yourself that you want to work on or change, then you should have every right to pursue it. I get that there are some things you'll never be able to fix, but if you're not striving to become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, then what's really the point? I think that you should take pride in your merits, but also work to reduce your flaws at the same time. Oh my fucking god, shut up. But don't misconstrue what I'm trying to convey in this video. I'm not a shallow person. I'm not trying to convince you to compromise your ideals just to please others. I'm just telling you that change is not impossible, and there's always room for improvement. So now you understand why I hate myself. There's a lot of things I need to or would like to change. My hair looks dumb, my teeth are crooked, my clothes are shitty. I can be kind of an asshole, but I choose not to acknowledge it in order to make myself feel better. I'm way too shy, my arms are way too skinny, and I have some major back knee. Just be glad that YouTube flags people for nudity. I think of myself as kind of annoying, and I really can't stand the sound of my own voice. Hell, I can't even listen to my own music without cringing. But hey, at least I'm trying to improve, and at least I'm moving in the right direction. Well, it's actually the left, but you get the idea. And I think you should do the same thing. You're not stuck in the same position that you're currently in. You can always take action to improve your situation. That's the beauty of life, the fact that things change and that people grow. But nothing will change unless you take action first and work to improve yourself, because no one else will do it for you. Because when people tell you that you're good enough already and to stop focusing so much on your flaws, they're really just telling you to give up. Okay, maybe not all of them, but that's just how I see it. I don't know, don't listen to me, I have like 5 friends. So if you hate yourself like I do, then actually do something about it and don't whine like a bitch anymore. Because if you work to take the steps that I've provided in this video, maybe you'll love yourself just a little bit more. I mean, hey, just look at me for example. Now, I'm no fisherman, but I know that I'm certainly not the biggest catch. I'm the kind of guy who has to walk behind everyone else on the sidewalk when I'm with a group of friends. I'm the kind of guy who likes people's posts on social media without them liking mine back. Let's just put it this way. I'm not the kind of guy that people look at and think, man, I wish I could be just like him. But you know what? That's okay. Because I feel like there are some things you just have to embrace. So yeah, I'm a nerd. I watch Big Mouth unironically. I used to simp for e-girls. And yes, I do own a Velcro wallet. What about it, huh? I don't let it bring me down. And you shouldn't let it bring you down either. And this is the point that I really want to get across. It's good to embrace your flaws, but don't let them define you or let them hold you back. Don't let them stop you from achieving your goal of self-improvement. In other words, love yourself, fool.